Hey guys, it's Becky. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. So today's video is a different video in the sense that I decided in about September, October that I'm not doing goals, and this is what I wrote in my, this is my like planning, my planner kind of, it's a strategy, and it's what I've used since like 2021 to do goal planning and things like that. It's all been about goals and stuff like that in this book. So like back in September I wrote, I'm over it. I am absolutely over it. I'm not goal planning for 2024. It's really disheartening when you get to a point and you've gone too far deep, you've gone too far in with your goals, and they're not realistic. They're not realistic anymore, and they're just nah. And then you give up completely. So like, I don't want goals. I'm not. I wrote who doesn't want goals? Who's not ready, like goal ready? Because that's exactly how I was. And still am. I'm not ready to set these big, massive goals about my future. I'm just not in the right headspace. I need to concentrate on the here and now, not on massive things. Like I said, living the moment day by day. And I also want to focus down on habits, you know, actions and routines. So simple actions and routines rather than goals. And that's what I put there, implement habits instead of goals. And I put every year I've done goal setting too much too soon, not in the right headspace to plan that far ahead. And then on one of my, I watch true crime, and there's a true crimer called Annie Elise, 10 to Life, and she did a video on ins and outs instead of goal planning, and I think it's like become a thing. Like I don't think she found it. I definitely haven't made this up myself. Apparently it's all over social media. I haven't seen it apart from on her video, but instead of doing goals, I decided, right, ins and outs. What do I want to come in and what do I want to push out? What's going to make my life easier and make me feel better, and what's making me feel crap and feel worse? So to start off with, I just sat down and I wrote, guys. That's all I did. I sat down and I just wrote like what I wanted to do, like what things meant the most to me. Like normally when I goal plan, I mean, look, these like massive post-it notes and like big spreads, like my 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. Yeah, they're good things to do. They are good things to do if you're in the right headspace. None of these have changed. I still want to be my ideal weight. I still want Loki and Willow to be caught up. You know, I still want to own my own home. I still want to be medication free. None of these have changed. Just the way that I'm going to implement them is going to change. And as I've looked back through this book, I've noticed I've always stuck to the similar, or if not same, goals, like health, home, family, budget, and YouTube and Insta. I've always, like from day dot, every time I've done a goal video, and I will link my goal videos up in the cards above, and if you want like a deep dive into goal planning, I even tried to do like the 12-week year once, which I am going to try and do again, because that is a way of implementing goals in a 12-year fashion instead of a yearly. So it says get more done in 12 weeks than I was doing 12 months. And I think, like, even at the minute for me, 12 weeks seems too much. Like, I can't even focus on that. So that's where the ins and outs come in. So I just literally was like, right, what do I want to do more of? Like, am I perfect person? If I'm my perfect person, what do I want to do more of? So I want to move my body more. Like, that's easy. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to make healthy food choices. I'm not going to put, I want to lose 2 pounds a week, and to do that I'm going to track my food, I'm going to track this, I'm going to do that. I just want to make healthier food choices. Like when we make curry at home, I normally get some chips out the freezer and have curry and chips because I like it. One, I could be making my own homemade chips, and two, I could just have it with rice. That's a healthier option because I like it with rice. Portion control, again, like this stems to me back from my old Slimming World days. I'm not going to knock Slimming World because it helped me lose a lot of weight, but there's no portion control to it whatsoever. And so I wanted to get my portions down so my stomach can shrink, and then in turn I can eat less and lose more weight. So if I can just make that portion control, like rather than having 2 wraps, I'll just have 1 wrap, or you know, making that portion smaller, which is something that I want to do. Self-care, this includes a lot of things. It includes self-care as in just looking after myself. If I'm feeling like I'm having a really, really bad day, you know, giving myself grace and giving myself the time to take care of myself first. Obviously take care of my family as well, but take care of myself and prioritise myself a little bit more so that I don't deep nosedive into like, because I have a complex PTSD, and I also have, it's bipolar basically, but it's called something different. I can't remember what it is anyway. But what it means is I'm up and down, and when I nosedive into depression, it's a full-on nosedive to the deep and dark. There is no in-between. There is an in-between slightly, but I'm either really, really high or really, really low. Sometimes I get a level of I'm not going to say normality, because sometimes I get a level of just, you know, steady, but most of the times I am in an up and down. So yeah, I need to give myself grace, be kind to myself. I had a worker once, and she always, I hate when anyone says anything about mindfulness to me. It makes me angry. It curls my toes. I'm just like, stop telling me to breathe. It's not going to take away my childhood trauma if I breathe in and out 10 times. Stop it. But she always did used to say, put yourself, what was it? Yeah, be kind to yourself. She always used to say, be kind to yourself. I always used to go, oh God, stop it. But then, like, it's right. We should be kind to ourselves. We should give ourselves that grace. Like, at the minute, my body is going through an absolute lot. It's going through a lot. It's affecting my emotions. It's affecting my mood, which in turn affects my personality. And I need to get used to this new body, this new way that my body is functioning, my emotions are functioning. So I need to practice self-care. Self-care can also include things like I need to, you know, treat myself for like a little massage or something, or even just a face mask in bed, just to take that time out for myself. Date nights, definite in this year. Me and Chris, we don't do anything together. We don't really, like, if we do, it's like, oh, we need to go to B&M to get something, and we'll have a cheeky McDonald's or a cheeky Burger King or something. But apart from that, we don't do anything. Like, and guys, it's really embarrassing. Last year was our 10th year and wedding anniversary, and we did nothing. We did absolutely nothing. And like, it made me really sad. So I want to prioritise like date nights with Chris, because Casey's old enough now where she can look after Willow and Loki for a couple of hours. So, and this can range from like a fancy restaurant meal, or just taking the dogs for a walk, you know, just us two. Or, you know, I just want to spend a bit of quality time. I want to find something, an activity that we can do together, rather than just going for dinner or the cinema or something like that. But like cinema, dinner, all those, anything would be nice. We need to reconnect on a level that we're best friends and become best friends again, because like I said, I'm going through a lot of changes. You know, he's getting older and stuff like that, and you know, we need to, the kids are going to grow up and disappear one day. And I said to Chris last night in bed, Casey had her boyfriend over for the first time yesterday. It was so sweet. And I said to Chris, you know, I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but stop growing up, because it's silly because it upsets me, but they're gonna go, they're gonna leave, there's gonna come, like Casey comes home from school and I'm lucky if I get a hello before she goes to her room, and they're all gonna be like that, and then we're not gonna have them left, and it's just gonna be us, and we need to focus in on us more. Along with that, one-on-one with the kids. So I've got 3 kids, if you're new here. I've got Loki, who is 6, I've got Willow, who's 9, and I've got Casey, who are 15. They are both different ages. They're all different ages. They're all 3 like different activities. Casey likes well, Willow as well, but Casey likes shopping now and like going for a coffee and stuff. Willow's just starting to come into that age where she likes that as well. Loki's not bothered about that. He wants to go to the skate park still, or the park, or on a walk, or like a little adventure to a forest somewhere. But I need to start spending one-on-one time with the kids, you know, because it's easy to just like, do you know all your kids' favourite colours? Do you know all your kids' favourite stuffed animal, favourite thing they watch on their iPads? I don't, and I'm being 100% honest, I don't. I try and keep up with all the things that they're into and stuff like that. I know the majority, but like Willow changes her favourite colour all the time. Loki didn't really have a favourite colour and now he does, and it's just like I want to know my kids on a deeper level, so I do want to spend more one-on-one time with the kids. I want to get back into reading instead of going on social media. I love reading, guys. I absolutely love reading. I pick up a book and I cannot put it down until I've finished it if it's a good book. And it's good for you. Reading is good for you. You know, it widens your vocabulary. It, you know, keeps your brain going. So, you know, unless I'm really, really in a bad place where I can't focus on anything, I can focus on like a book or a movie or something. So reading instead of social media is something I definitely want to bring in to my life in 2024. Same as date nights with Chris, I want to do planned activities with the kids. So we plan to go somewhere. We go to bounce, or we go bowling, or we go to the seafront and go to the arcades. Or I want to start doing, you know, at least one planned activity with the kids. Times are hard, guys. The cost of living is fucking ridiculous and it's hitting us all. I just want to be able to do like, and these activities don't even have to cost money. So like finding new like adventure places and stuff like that doesn't cost money, but 9 times out of 10 it does cost money. And this isn't necessarily all the kids at once. Like I love doing the true crime. I've got one here. It's like a case, like, and they give you like a briefing, and they give you incident reports and police reports, and there's like codes in there you have to break, and you have to solve the case basically. And I printed this one out. There's some freebies you can print out, unsolved case files. One of the companies did a Christmas one. And there's a guy that I watch that plays these games, and he played this Christmas Kids one, and Willow sat there with me for 2.5 hours watching this guy solve all these puzzles. And we'd pause it, and I'd get her to read the section that he was going to read, and then we'd pause it on the puzzle and she'd figure it out. And her mind is amazing. She's so analytical. She's not at the minute academically great, but problem solving, analytical thing, like this girl is amazing at stuff like that. So just doing that with with one of the children, and like I said, different activities. But I do want to do family activities as well, and I feel like we're not prioritizing these. And we're a family. We need to build this bond back up in this house, in this family. We need to, you know, build up relationships, and, you know, just make it more fun, and not like, you know, not just the everyday life that you let yourself get drained into. Also, family meetings is something that I want to implement. People do this a lot in America. Some people do it in the UK, but I think it's a really good idea. And now my kids are getting older, I want to have a family meeting like once a fortnight, once a week, once a month, whatever we need. And it's going to be, you know, things like, I'm going to ask them questions, you know, have I really upset you at any point during this last week or 2 weeks? You know, is there anything that's upset you? Is there anything that you need? Is there anything that you'd like to do as a family? You know, get ideas. Is there anything you need? You know, you're running low on pants, socks, things like that. Because I don't put Casey and Willow's clothes away. We do Loki's, but we don't do Casey and Willow's. So I don't know. I know when things are looking tatty coming out the wash. But to ask them, you know, because they know better than us what they want and what they need or what they'd like. So little things like that, just for us all to be able to sit down and just have a list of questions and have a stick or something, and you're only allowed to talk because I know they'll all just jump in at once, and just give it a go of having some family meetings, just so we can create that bond again, and also so we can be doing things and getting things that the kids and Chris and me actually want. I also want to sleep before I spend. So this is for like big purchases, not so much little ones, but bigger purchases. It's very easy for me in my impulsivity and my manicness to buy. And then I get it and I don't use it, or I don't read it, or I don't watch it, or I don't touch it. And so I need to start sleeping on it before I buy it. And that's that. In YouTube, more YouTube. I love YouTube. This is my 4th year doing it, I think, or 3rd year doing YouTube, and I feel like I've got so much more to give YouTube than what I'm currently giving. So that, you know, YouTube's always in. I need to do my trauma therapy, my EMDR. It's only recent, like for the whole years that this case has been going on, they've said that legally they can't give me any kind of therapy. Now all of a sudden they've decided they can. So, you know, that's inbound now for 2024. I'm going to start my trauma therapy with EMDR. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not excited about it. I know it's going to be hard work, but it's something that has to be done in order to take care of myself more. And then in is meal planning, which goes along with my healthy food choices. If I'm meal planning the meals, you know, then I'm giving myself a head start on my healthy food choices. And you can add to this, guys. You can just keep adding to this. If you think something, oh, I want that in, just add to it. You know, it's your in and it's your out. So we've done ins, so out. So I need to stop eating after 8 o'clock, unless it's a date night or, you know, some specific reason, because that's when I eat rubbish. I'm upstairs scrolling on TikTok, and come 8, 9 o'clock, I'll be like, oh, can you make me some cheesy beans on toast? Can you make me some cheese crackers? Can you make me? And I don't need it. I'm not hungry. I'm bored. So I'm not eating after 8 o'clock at night unless it's for a specific reason. Weekly takeaways, gone. We don't need a takeaway every week. The kids are getting used to it, and it's making them spoil, in my opinion. Like, we didn't have a takeaway every week when I was young. Like, we were lucky. We only went to McDonald's on long road trips, like every couple of months or something, visiting family. And we don't need to have all this takeaway food. There's so many recipes in that out there, guys, that are fakeaways and stuff like that. I want to new recipes. I wanted to see. Just thought, oh, new recipes. I really want to try new recipes. So yeah, takeaways, weekly, out, gone. I'm not saying we won't have a takeaway ever, but the weekly ones, they're out the door. In bed all day. This goes along with my highs and my lows. But I know, even when I'm at my lowest low, if I stay in bed and I just sit there and I just aimlessly watch YouTube or something, I'm going to feel 10 times worse. I know this about myself. I've done it. This is me. I've been me for years. So I need to get my ass out of bed. Along with that is PJs all day. It's so easy for me because I don't do the school run in the morning and I don't do the school run in the evening. It's so easy for me to just stay in my pyjamas all day. Like, I literally sleep in loungewear and I wear loungewear all day. Like, it's ridiculous. It's not productive either. I noticed so much when I get up and I do my skincare, which comes under the self-care as well. When I do my skincare, when I brush my teeth, when I like sort my hair out and I get dressed, I feel more productive. And I'm more willing, off a whim, to go, oh, I'll just take the dogs for a walk. Oh, I'll just pop out and do this. Oh, I can just go and do this. Or when Chris goes, oh, I've got a last minute meeting, can you pick the kids up? I'm not like, oh my God, having a go at him because, you know, I'm in my pyjamas and I'm too fucking lazy to get dressed. So yeah, PJs all day, gone, away, see you later, not coming with me. People pleasing, again, fuck off, out. I'm not, if I don't want to go, I ain't going. I'm just not doing it. I'm not people pleasing anymore. I'm not worrying about, see, I put it down here. I'm not worrying about what everyone thinks about me anymore. I self-sabotage myself. I'm like, I think, like, I met someone new recently and I sent them a couple of messages, one at Christmas, one at New Year, and I never got a reply. And then I started to panic because Chris's friends with them as well. And then I started to panic. Have I done something wrong? Did I say something wrong? And I was asking Chris, and I was asking, like, you know, what did I do wrong? Why aren't they? And it just turns out she's a rubbish fucking texter, the same as me. But I had all that panic inside me, which led to so much anxiety that I just need to let go. I'm 42 years of age. I don't give a shit what people think of me anymore. I don't, you know, I'm too old for that shit. I'm too old for it. So people pleasing and social events, if I don't want to go, I'm not going, and I'll just say no. Chasing my weight on the scales, years and years and years. What am I going? Lose weight, lose 4 stone, lose this, lose that. Weigh yourself weekly, weigh yourself every day. No, I'm not doing it. Like, unless I choose to. At the minute, I am losing weight. So I'm choosing to weigh myself only weekly. I'm not allowing myself to do it daily at all, because your weight fluctuates. So I'm choosing weekly, and then if that starts to upset me or affect my mental health, I'm not going to do it. It's gone. It's out. It's easy. Just don't fucking get on the scales. TikTok scrolling at night. Oh my God. This has got to go. I don't know about you guys, but I sit there and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll, and my eyes are tired, but my head does this like million-mile-an-hour thing, and Chris doesn't understand it. It's hard to explain, but it's like all the thoughts are in my head rushing around all at once, but my brain can't fixate on one of them, so it just feels like a tumble dryer or a washing machine in my head, but nothingness, but everything, you know. If you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. But, yeah, so it's... I do TikTok to kind of relieve that, but it's not relieving it. It's more just like, it's making it worse. You're scrolling, you're seeing all these images, and it's just, I need to stop. I do love going on TikTok when I need time to pass and things like that, but at night it's got to go. And that's why I've put in, you know, read instead of social media and things like that, so that I can focus on that rather than scrolling TikTok all night. Wishing days away. Guys, I'm a really bad one for this. I always say I've got nothing to look forward to, and then when I have, oh, I can't wait for this, or I can't wait when we get this, or I can't wait when we do this. I've got to stop. I've got to start living in the moment, day to day, because life's just passing by. Last year went way too quick. Last year flew by. I don't know if you guys felt like that. I think that's why I didn't feel very Christmassy at Christmas, because it felt like I just had bloody Christmas. It just went so quick. So yeah, I really want to start focusing in on the day to day, and, you know, having nice things to be grateful for every day, or a highlight of the day, rather than my highlight just being like I filmed a video. I want my highlight to be something better, something more. So I want to stop wishing my days away, because they're going fast. No matter whether I do it or not, they're going. Anxiety activities, anything that makes me anxious. If I know something that's going to make me anxious, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put myself in that situation anymore. It goes with people pleasing. They both 2 in 1 the same. You know, I know what causes me anxiety. Some of the things I'm not going to be able to do anything about, like when taking the kids out on any kind of activities, swimming pools, parks, anything like that. I'm stranger danger. Like, I am on alert. I know the exits. I know. My head is like I'm watching tennis, table tennis, like going on a million times fast forward. My head's an owl. I'm on the spin. I'm checking out everyone. I'm looking at everyone. I'm so petrified that someone is going to do something to one of my children that it gives me so much anxiety. If I'm with Chris, it's less. But I can't stop taking the kids places just because of how I feel. I can't put my life onto theirs, and I've realised that lately I was getting, like, Casey's being a normal teenager, and she says things sometimes that hurt, and like I wouldn't say it to her, but after the fact I'd say to Chris, like, does she not realise how lucky she is? Like, I had no one, I had nothing, I was in care, I was being abused left, right and centre, you know, but that's not Casey's fault, and I can't put that onto Casey, and I can't expect Casey to act in a way as if she'd had that life, because she hasn't. So yeah, I don't know where that came from, but it was all about like being anxious around people. Like, I can't put what happened to me You know, I'm not going to say is never going to, because you never know, but it's not going to happen to my children. I am already giving my children the life I never had. I'm already doing it. I don't need to plan it in a goal. I'm doing it, guys. I'm already doing it. I'm here. I'm with them. I'm present. I laugh with them. I joke with them. They love me. They cuddle me. You know, I'm good. I'm a good mum. And you know, it's taken me years to be able to say I'm the best mum that I can be. Am I these Instagram mums or YouTube mums? No, I'm not, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm not. But I'm the best that I can be for those kids. And my kids love me. So I need to do everything I can to be less anxious about us as a family. So anxiety, I want out. Worrying what everybody thinks of me. This is a big one as well. I worry, same as like I just said about the text message thing. I thought they hate me, they don't like me. Or when we go to a function and people are talking to me, oh, they're only talking to me because they have to. Are they staring at me? Like when I go and pick the kids up, there's these bloody windows that are like mirrored on the outside, and so it's like a full length fucking mirror every time you walk past it, and I hate it because I look in that mirror and I think, oh my god, you're massive, you're so fat and ugly. Everyone's looking at you. Everybody's like gonna go home and say, oh, I saw that Becky and she looked terrible, yada yada yada. Guys, they're not. No one gives a shit about you. No one does it. So I'm going to stop worrying about it. If I can't change it, you know, I can't change what someone thinks about me. If someone dislikes me, dislike me. If someone likes me, like me, great. I can't change that. And again, I think that comes with age and maturity. Self-criticising, I've spelt that wrong. I criticise myself on everything, like being a bad mum, being a bad wife, being a bad like housewife, being a bad student, being a bad YouTuber. Like I'm bad. I never say to myself, you're a good mum, you're a good YouTuber, you're a good wife, you're a good housekeeper. You know, you do the best that you can. The best that I can do is not the best that you can do, or the best that 100 other people can do. Like I'm not Albert Einstein. Neither was millions of other people back in the day. You know, I'm not inventing Tesla. Neither are millions of other people. You know, we do to the best of our abilities, and that's all we can do. And that is, you know, if I can do these things, if I can focus in on these things, I'm going to be happy. I am going to be happy because, you know, all the bad things that I've got in my life at the minute that are affecting me mentally and everything, they're gone. And as well, if you noticed as I've gone through, I could highlight these in. I'm still sticking. I've still got the old goal mentality in my head because my goals seem to be like health, relationships, finances, YouTube. Like you can see it on all like health, family, relationships, kids, education, home, YouTube, finance. We'll go back more. Health, family, like weight loss, medication, fitness, self-care, home, family. Like let's go right back to when I did 12-week year, which was way back here. So I had goal 1 was weight loss and health, 2 mental health, 3 uni, weight loss. You know, they're all been the same. Move body more, that's a health thing. Healthy food choices, that's a health goal. Portion control, health goal. Self-care, health. Date nights, relationships. One-on-one with kids, relationships. Reading instead of social media, that's self-care, that's health. You know, all they are following alongside the same, like, they're the same as goals, but they're not goals. They're things you want to bring into your life and things that you just want out. And the way that I'm going to do this is by using habits or routines and habits. So I think I'm going to do a separate video on routines and habits just so that this one isn't too long. But I wanted to get this one out as soon as possible because I'm aware it's like the 9th of the year and I hadn't done my goals and I thought, oh, I've got to do my goals. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing goals. I'm doing ins and outs. So I hope you like this video, guys. I hope it gives you some ideas. You know, if you're not ready for goal planning, not ready to commit, You don't even have to do this many, just do a couple. You know, I'm not going to concentrate on all of these all at once, and I will add and take away as and when I need to. It's my list, I can do what I want. It's your list, you can do what you want. So I hope this gives you just a different way of thinking about your goals and, you know, how to achieve things that you want to achieve. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, please give it a share. Let me know in the comment down below if you like these kind of videos, and I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye.